And welcome everyone to LPRT by the beach, Chesapeake, Virginia Beach, Virginia, our second stop on this LPRT season. My name's Tim Baghurst, joining you for this final match of singles between the one, Paola Longoria, and the three, Maria Jose Vargas. It's Mexico versus Argentina. I'm joined for this match by TJ Bomba, the commissioner of the LPRT. This is a big moment, especially for the world number one.
Yes, Paola Longoria has a big goal here this weekend. She is on a quest to win her 100th professional win.
So, everybody get ready. Make sure you share the feed. Make sure you like the LPRT page. This could be a fun match to watch. Vargas has played very well all weekend. She had a surprise semifinalist in Maciel Rivera yesterday, but handled that well and finds herself in the final. This is a big moment for her, too. She wants to be in the top two, and this is an opportunity to make a statement to say, this season, it's me. I'm coming.
Now, she's had at our very first event in San Luis Potosí that Grand Slam, worth Grand Slam ranking points. Maria Jose Vargas won over Samantha Salas and made it to the finals. Here's another opportunity. She's in the finals. Samantha Salas was upset in the quarters by Maciel Rivera. So here again is an opportunity for Maria Jose to, get a little closer to that number 2 spot.
Yeah. And I think as well, an opportunity to test herself, to see whether she's getting closer to Longoria, who is an established world number one. Last year went undefeated on the tour, and the 5th season she's done so. An incredible record for her, seeking her 100th title. Really, we've never seen anything like this on the tour.
No, actually, in all of women's racquetball, this is the first. This is the highest number of wins, that there has been. The closest pro behind Paola, I believe Todd said, was Michelle Gold with maybe close to 50 wins. So here's Paola Longoria trying to, double that number. And she's 30. She just turned 30. She still has years left in her career, assuming she's going to continue on for a while.
It's an incredible record, and her parents made the trip for this event, and I know they're excited about the prospect of seeing their daughter achieve something historic here.
Yes.
We'll see if Vargas can be the spoiler. She's a fierce competitor. Both of these players truly are professional players. They take their training, their preparation, their warm-up very seriously.
Yeah, here are the 2 finalists, and we talked about this yesterday, the prep off the court before the stepping on. Both these players were here early. Both of them were doing their off-court warm-ups. Paola on the treadmill, Vargas running around the gymnasium, doing her stretches or warm-ups, everything before they even walk on the court. Some of the younger pros, I've noticed, don't do all the prep work.
Yes, I agree with you, TJ. This is an example of the benefits of taking care of those things on and off the court. So here we go. Our official for this match, Kalani Bailey Lawrence, home crowd favorite. This is a home court. Tournament director is her mom.
Her mom, Hall of Famer Malia Bailey, who did play the pro divisions this weekend.
Too good from Longoria.
0-7-0.
I would imagine Longoria is going to be super focused here. Again, she's got a goal in mind.
Soft touch from Vargas. The ball kicked out off the back wall awkwardly, and she used a little bit of control to get that to the front wall. Wow, look at that serve. Catching Longoria going left. It was
1-0.
a short Z, and it worked. Ace serve. Another excellent serve. Smart shot down the line, long rally. Vargas able to retrieve some balls other players maybe couldn't.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the fun things about watching Vargas play. She's going to dive and she's going to retrieve a lot of balls. She's got great court coverage. She's a diver, and unlike Paula, who's not going to dive at all, also has great court coverage. I mean, she's got the fastest feet probably on tour, the quickest steps.
Beautiful shot from Vargas. Has started very well in the first game. A big moment from Longoria. You know, you wonder whether there's a little pressure there too, maybe a few nerves.
Could be. Short serve.
You can see well short.
So Longoria just asking the referee that if she makes a call like short serve or something, or anything really, if she can just bang on the glass to stop play. Skip ball by Longoria.
2-0.
Normally very, very consistent Longoria. We won't see more than a few skips from her. That was close.
Three opportunities there for Longoria, and the third one she puts away. Vargas did a good job though of flipping that back to the ceiling. I mean, she really maintained that center court position. Just that last one get away from her a little bit off the back wall. Short serve. We do have line judges for the final here, so players can appeal at any time. Players get 3 used appeals. This match is 2 games to 15, tiebreaker to 11, win by 1.
Excellent shot from Longoria, taking some pace off the ball, not trying to rip that winner. 2 bounces before that foot fault line. If you can do that, you're going to win many, many points.
Yes.
She got it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh, what a get.
She got that one too.
Well handled by Longoria. Look at the effort from Vargas on her knees. She did retrieve that ball and then dives to the left. Great replay. You can see why Vargas is hard to beat. She gets so many balls back.
Just forcing her opponents to hit 1 more shot, 2 more shots.
Excellent serve.
Point.
Jeez.
I called point.
I don't think she liked that.
Unavoidable. She's appealing.
Both line judges agree. Vargas not happy with the calls.
No, she was. She made it well known that she was not happy with that call.
Well, she has to let that one go, right? It's
right.
You can't let that affect you losing 2-3 points.
Forget about it.
Second serve.
Good start from Vargas. 3 serving 3.
Second serve.
Little change up, switching to the right side. But Longoria says, I've got that. Splat winner. Could read her lips. She told herself to come on. She has to be focused.
We just muted it because all that.
Well, this is where Vargas will ask for a wet ball hinder.
Actually, I think she's asking for a court hinder.
No, she said wet ball. She's not going to get this appeal, though, and the reason is these courts have been doing that all weekend, and it's just the courts.
Well, and I was gonna say that was during a rally too, right? I mean, she's not asking, or she was asking about the serve, because the only time you can get a wet ball is on the serve. It's first surface touched. I thought she was asking about the crack.
Well, Longoria is not letting it affect her. She's starting to pull ahead 5-3. See Vargas pacing in the back. She needs to stay positive. Wow, that's a statement.
Smart shot.
6 serving 3.
Really like how she ran up and took that early and said, okay, this point's done. 6 serving 3. I think another point and Vargas will take a timeout. It's been Longoria for the last few minutes. There it is, and there is the timeout from Vargas. Good timeout, TJ.
Yeah, I always do. I mean, the players get 2 1-minute timeouts per game, so players use them for different reasons. Sometimes to stop the momentum of their opponent. Sometimes they just need a break to recuperate, or they're not focused. So
you're just trying to change momentum a little bit.
Yeah. So sometimes it just comes down to strategy.
Well, we are here in Virginia Beach, and this is the first time we've been here. It's been a lot of fun this weekend.
It has. I mean, we had an interesting start, I'll say, with the hurricane coming, brushing through. I mean, obviously we weren't hit very hard in this area compared to some of the other areas like the Bahamas and South Carolina, North Carolina. But we did have to rearrange our schedule on Friday. The club actually didn't open until 5 p.m. due to the hurricane, concern of flooding and etc. So we rearranged our schedule a little bit. We had a late night last night, but we're back here for the finals. Happy to be here. All day yesterday it was a sunny day and pretty warm out there again today. So it's been a great event. A lot of support here from the local players. They seem very happy to have the pros here in Virginia Beach.
Another 3-shot rally for Longoria, 8-3, pulling away in this first game. Yes, it was fun, especially with the Pro-Am, to see some people who had never really played racquetball before getting on the court and seeing how the pros play.
Yeah, there were a couple local athletes that came out. There was some local hockey player, and I think one of the gentlemen played baseball around here, I believe. So not racquetball players, but they paired up with the pros, and that was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
We were also honored to have the mayor come out yesterday,
Yes.
and we interviewed him, and he's a racquetball fan, so that was a lot of fun. So it's been a great experience. Longoria with the setup. Soft hands from Vargas into the left corner, side out.
Serving 8.
Excellent shot. Started with a good serve.
Right.
4,
Good
7,
serve,
8.
weak return, kill shot.
Not that time. You can see the frustration
8, serving
as
4.
Vargas turns. She's telling herself to hit it down the lines. I think that's what that gesture was in the back of the court. Longoria consistently serves down the left. And I was just about to say, now and again we'll throw one in on the right side and hit a jam. And we haven't seen many of those this weekend, but she does try to keep her opponents honest by watching that right side. That time Vargas was ready. Oh dear.
You don't see that too often. My goodness. We're gonna get a towel here for the players.
Let's take another look at this.
Oh.
It was a Z serve to the left side going to the forehand side, and Vargas probably needs to be a little bit further over to the right side so that it goes behind her
That's
body.
so unusual. I mean, she's hit thousands of Z serves.
But she normally hits the Z serves to the left side.
But no, I'm saying she's hit thousands of Z serves to the right side. That's extremely unusual that she hit her. I mean, for any pro to hit themselves on a serve is extremely unusual. Some more than others.
Skip from Longoria. Mutters to herself as she walks back. That was tough. It was sliding along that left glass, as you can see.
Screen serve.
Screen serve.
Ooh.
We'll see an appeal coming up.
Yeah, it was a little bit.
Vargas smiles. So overturned.
Again.
It should be a point. First serve again was called. I think it should be a point because it was a good serve.
And it was over.
It was overturned for the screen, so it should be a point. And we see Samantha Salas stand over here on the right side and hit this kind of serve.
Right down that right wall.
That time Longoria ready for it.
8, serving 5.
But we see 2 of the 5 points from Vargas earned from ace serves. So it highlights.
It's a strong part of her game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great shot from Vargas.
Oh, so Longoria thought that skipped, huh?
Side out.
Wait. There's just confusion with our official, so.
Okay, so Longoria is going to appeal.
One disagrees, one agrees, so call stands.
Interesting. I thought that was a good shot. I thought it was a very good shot.
I did too.
5-8.
As you know, this court does have a lot of cracks though, and then some funny bounces in definitely the back corners. I know there were several yesterday up in that front left corner where we couldn't tell which way it was. It looked good, sounded funny, so could have been a case of that.
What a serve from Vargas. Inch
And
perfect.
at this point,
So we'll see another
I call
appeal.
the serve good.
so one agrees, one disagrees. Huh.
It looked good on our replay. You saw it. And so Longoria takes a timeout. It's 7 serving 8.
Yeah.
So just like that, Vargas has come back in it, and it's happened through great serving.
Yeah, and again, different perspectives. I also thought that was a very good serve.
Yeah, well, we got the replay, and it looked good from here, but it's that split decision from an
Right.
official, from a line judge. They don't get the benefit of what we get.
Right.
And you just have to accept that's the appeal, that's the call. I've got to move on.
Right.
And I like the timeout from Longoria. She still has the lead. She's lost some of that momentum like you talked about. Okay, got to get it back. Well, this is the second tour stop of the season. Many more coming up, TJ.
Yeah, we have a busy season this year. Started with a Grand Slam in San Luis Potosi, Mexico's Paulo Longoria's hometown. Always a great event for us. Huge crowds and a lot of junior players out to watch Longoria. It was pretty exciting. One of the things I was saying to Malia Bailey here, at, the tournament director of this event, each event is so unique to the area that we go to.
Vargas wanted a replay, but I don't think she was going to get that one. And I think once she thought about it, she realized, you know what, I probably wasn't going to get that ball.
And they're going to get a towel. It's like I was saying, each event being so different and so unique. Tournament director Amelia Bailey found some really unique trophies, just beach-related trophies for the winners of this match and the doubles final. So you'll get to see them during the awards presentation. But just creative. I mean, I love it.
Yeah, we've really enjoyed being here. And we want to thank all the sponsors who have put this event together. It really is a unique opportunity to expose racquetball to some new players. And let's continue with the match. Good shot, Vargas. I feel like Vargas is starting to believe that she can do this.
7-8.
If she can keep these serves going in, she will have a good chance. But they can't come off the back wall like that. Too easy for Longoria.
8-7.
8 serving 7. Should be unavoidable hinder, TJ.
Okay, so referee calls a replay. We'll see if that is going to be an appeal.
I call it replay. She'd like to appeal.
Wow, one agrees, one disagrees.
Wow.
These line judges.
Yeah, I thought that was maybe a pretty obvious.
8-7 replay.
Oh, that was a controversial one, and
Yeah.
Vargas has to regroup here.
Huh.
Second serve.
Short serve call. You know, I know, at least when I was playing, I mean, I'm not at Paula and Vargas's level, but when I was playing on tour, other players, you know, we'd have that discussion. Like, do you hold up? Do you swing? Do you put your hand up? If you hold up once and the referee doesn't give you a penalty hinder when somebody's directly in your way, next time you're going to swing.
Right.
And then maybe at a minimum, the player will get out of your way.
I'm not sure I'm assuming
8-7 replay.
Longoria knows this is a replay. You could see that Vargas was slightly impeded. Again, that soft touch from Vargas. I like it.
Yes.
Just
I
guiding the
feel
ball
like-
down the left
I feel
side.
like that's something she's added to her game in the past few months, past several tournaments.
Well, let's take a look at that replay. Longoria's not happy. She's
No,
going to
gonna
appeal it.
I don't.
She's appealing. I thought the serve was good.
Let's take another look.
Second serve.
So
I
again,
don't
one
know.
agreed, one disagreed.
It's hard to see.
The ref. I couldn't see the other line judge.
Now we have an avoidable hinder. So this is the same situation we had earlier.
I thought it was unavoidable. Yes.
So one agrees and one disagrees.
Boys, these line judges are not agreeing on anything.
Well, and Vargas, you can see walking in the back, just checking the score. Behind us, Carlos Cuadri, our official, Vargas's coach, just kind of shakes his head and is like, well, what can you do? Vargas needs to just regroup, refocus. So I think Vargas may be out of appeals. This has had a little bit of controversy in game one. And right now it's favoring Longoria. 10-7. Vargas nodding to herself, trying to get herself positive.
You know what? There's a message here about LPRT and IRT on the same weekends. You know, the great thing about technology is you can use split screens. There's multiple devices. You can use an iPad and your iPhone.
Watch them both.
Watch them both.
Fans are spoiled this weekend.
Yeah.
Don't forget we have women's doubles coming up after
next,
this.
Pro doubles.
That'll be a fun one too.
Yeah. Plus, you got to stay tuned into this match to see if Paula Longoria earns her 100th pro win.
10-7, second serve.
That was a really close serve as well. Vargas groans around us. She was there. She tried to guide it into the front right corner. She didn't get it right. Another point. This is where maybe, TJ, I would take that timeout. You don't want to let this first game get away from you.
Right.
She has another one available. And there is the timeout from Vargas. 12 serving 7. We'll take a timeout ourselves. We'll be right back to see if Vargas can get back in this game.
You have one left. One each appeal.
Welcome back. It's 12 serving 7 in favor of the world number 1 Longoria. Vargas used her second and final timeout. Vargas has to get in the box. Obviously, you can only score when you're serving. But when she is serving, she has 1 point. She just can't stop the momentum of Longoria right now. Skip from Vargas.
13-7.
So you can see Carlos Quadri in the green, standing up, twitching continually as he watches his player. He gets very nervous during these matches, the Argentine coach. This is too good from Longoria.
14-7.
Suddenly it's game point just like that. It was 7 serving 8. Longoria has won the last 6 points.
Game 1 goes to Paola Longoria. We'll take a little break here. We'll be back live in 2 minutes at the LPRT by the beach.
I'm Holly Scott, I'm 20 years old, and I'm from Seattle, Washington. I've been playing racquetball for about 15 years. My dad started because I didn't like the daycare at the gym, so I was very bored and I needed to go play racquetball. It's my calling. I love the LPRT. I get to travel, meet new people, work on my Spanish, and it's just a great experience and everyone should experience it. Reaching your dream foundation is really important to me because it helps me travel, to get experience, to do better. In racquetball and in life, they teach you to do things professionally, on and off the court. My goal is to be #1. Obviously, same with everybody. It's difficult, but with their help, I can work for it every single tournament and get better. Donations are greatly appreciated, no matter how big or small. It helps players like me reach our dream.
Welcome back, everybody. So there was just a little discussion during the break about the wet ball rule because the LPRT adopted IRF rules this season, and a wet ball can occur at any point during the rally, and so players were just being reminded of that fact during the break. What we saw during the break was Vargas spent almost the entire time in the court hitting shots, and just feel like she started well, but just couldn't get in the service box, and Longoria just kept earning point after point after point.
And to answer your question about refereeing and officiating, yes, we do use tour players, and we do have an official referee for the tour who couldn't make it this one weekend. We do have a pro player reffing. Unfortunately, we also had Women's Open going on at the exact same time as this match, so the line judges that we had set up are still playing Opens. So, I mean, we do the best we can, so do the players. It's not perfect. No match is ever
As
going
we said,
to be
it's a
perfect.
Judgment call. It's an immediate judgment call.
Yeah, they're doing the best they can, so
and
we
players
support
know
them.
this.
We support them.
Players know this, and one of the things I like about the LPRT is that the players, when the call is made, they just, okay, let's move on, let's get on with this, and there isn't the histrionics. All right, so here we go. Longoria showed real composure in this first game, has played very, very consistently. I talked about the skips. I counted 3 in that first game. Very hard to beat somebody who's only skipping 3 a game. Broken strings from Vargas.
Oh,
That's
geez.
unfortunate.
She's just crushing the ball.
So that's an equipment timeout. She's allowed 30 seconds to go out, get her new racket. Equipment timeout allows a player 30 seconds to go out, get their equipment, get back in the court. No coaching allowed. It's just an official's timeout.
That's new this year as well, since the LPRT has adopted the IRF rules. Previously, a player had to use one of their timeouts to do that, whether it was to change a glove, change a shirt, change the racket, unless they had no timeouts left, then they could do a quick change. But now it does not count against them if they break strings.
Longoria is playing like Longoria. Very consistent, makes very few errors. Great anticipation and good shot selection.
Wow,
But
that was a good I don't
I called a replay and hinder during the rally. She would like.
Oh, wait. And which?
I called a hinder.
Like the one that.
Yeah.
So
Or Maria? Which
the line judges are just clarifying what is being appealed. And so in this situation, Vargas is hitting to the back left. Longoria tried to turn around and come back to get it. Ran into Vargas. And line judges agreed that that should be a replay.
and a side out, 0 serving 1. So actually next up on this court, these two will play against each other again. So Samantha Salas and Paula Longoria will pair up in doubles against Maria Jose Vargas and Natalia Mendez.
Point for Vargas. I talked about how important it is to earn points on her serve, and she's done it there. She needs to do this. Her challenge has been getting in the service box in this match. And Longoria is just too good when her feet are set. She moves her feet very quickly to get in position and hits smart passing shots. Rarely will you see her pinching deep. Smart shot, Vargas controlling that ball down the left side.
1 serving 1.
Cagey rally.
What was the score? 72.
That's a smart shot, TJ. Knows that Longoria is behind her, stuck, pinching it over to the right side. Great serve. But Longoria, it's a great shot. Vargas looking for a screen serve, I think. So wanting to maybe appeal her own screen serve, but looks to her coach, and her coach says no. I mentioned Longoria, she seldom pinches at the back, but when she's up near the service box, she can put that away effectively, and she did there.
I mean, I've seen Longoria make great shots from every spot on the court. There's a pinch on that right side.
Textbook from Longoria.
Yeah, I think it's for her. It's if she get anywhere that she has a setup, I mean, she's capable of putting the ball away.
There's a smart shot by Vargas.
Yeah.
272.
A little frustration from Longoria. You can see her parents looking on behind, encouraging her. And an ace serve from Vargas, sliding down that right side.
3-2.
2 aces in this second game. Smart wide angle.
Two, three.
Longoria wants 2 bounces. Doesn't matter. She puts one straight down the left side.
Yeah, I thought that was a good get by Vargas. No call made by the referee.
3-3.
No appeal coming up, it looks like. Though I guess not. Longoria won the rally.
Exactly. Three serving 3. Beautiful shot from Vargas. Again, it's time to serve a little loose from Longoria.
3-3.
Vargas then has an opportunity to hit what she wants. She executed very well. Let's see if she can continue this good serving. Not that time.
It's a short serve.
Wow.
Double fault. And can't afford to make mistakes like that. Not in a final, not against the #1 ranked player in the world.
No, you saw her walking back, just kind of, I can't believe I just did that kind of look on her face. It happens to the best of us. So in that situation, Longoria's serve wasn't great again. It did exactly the same thing she did last time serving it. Kicked out. Vargas had hit the pinch, soft pinch winner the time before. This time she goes cross court, too high. Longoria says, thanks very much, points over.
It's another short serve here from Longoria.
Another 3-shot rally.
5-3.
Five serving 3.
And again, timeout on the court taken by Vargas. A good timeout, probably.
Yeah, they were keeping it very close here in game 2, and Longoria scored a couple points in a row there. So she hasn't used one yet, so it's probably a smart time to take one.
Well, just a reminder, we have women's doubles coming up, the final It should be a good one. Longoria will be on the court with Vargas, but again, they're facing each other. Vargas supported by her Argentine teammate Mendez, and Longoria supported by her Mexican teammate Salas. Should be a fun matchup. We hope you stay with us for that. And of course, more tournaments coming up throughout the season, several in fact before the Christmas season.
Right, and after this event, some of the players will head to the 3-wall ball outdoor event in Vegas. Not a ranking points event for the LPRT, but a lot of the players do play outdoors, so some will be headed there. And following weekend, we will be headed to Minneapolis, Minnesota for the 2019 U.S. Open. Always a big event that attracts a lot of players, a lot of international players as well. So we're looking forward to that.
It's always quite a spectacle. And if you ever have a chance to come and watch these players live, you should come and do so. I know a lot here have talked about just being able to put a name to a face, for example, on a screen. We've watched these players for years, and it's just great seeing them and interacting with them, and they're willing to chat with us. And
that's the unique thing about these ladies. I mean, they're just such great people off the court too. I mean, incredible athletes, but very personable and very approachable. So it's a good time. It's a good experience to come to an LPRT event. Ball cracked out in that back right corner for Vargas, 6 serving 3.
A rare error from Longoria, leaning back as she tried to hit that. She got the opportunity in the middle of the court, just didn't execute. Tried the post, it was a little high, came off into the middle. Vargas took advantage.
4-6.
It's a score check by Paula Longoria for serving 6. That's going to be a screen serve, so second serve coming up for Vargas.
Excellent 3-shot rally, that time from Vargas.
5-6.
Looked like 2 bounces, and I think Longoria half-heartedly gave up and then was like, oh wait, there was no call.
Well, I think she was waiting to see if she got away with it. Or maybe just wasn't sure. I shouldn't say it like that. Maybe she wasn't sure if she got it or not. That can happen too.
Good point. Skip ball, Vargas. So close. I really love this Z-ball that Longoria's developed in her game. Looks like she's going to take a timeout. 6 serving 6. Well, let's take a timeout ourselves. We'll thank a sponsor and we'll be right back with you. We're back in, everybody. 6 serving 6. Longoria took the timeout. And Vargas. Ball came loose off the back wall. Longoria went down the right side, and Vargas hit the sidewall, kissed it, went to the front wall, side out.
And this is a tight game here. I mean, this is kind of what we expected. Not predicting an outcome, but a close match between these two players. Vargas has been working really hard. She's been getting her more time on tour, back from her break a few years ago to start a family. The more she's here, the better she's doing. She's made a couple of finals now. I mean, she won the Open Bolivia event in March last season. That was a Grand Slam.
Great shot from Longoria. In the middle of the court, sees Vargas on the right side.
Yeah,
goes left.
Yeah, well, they're taking a timeout. I just want to give a shout out, a towel timeout. I just want to give a shout out to our local sponsors who made this event possible. First of all, Malia Bailey, our tournament director for this event. We're also playing at Greenbrier North YMCA. I'll continue at our next timeout, but also JKB Solutions and Excel Paving. All right, the referee's going to call that a second serve.
Vargas a little hopeful because she rolled that one out. Longoria taking one that she normally, I don't think, hits very often, which is shoulder high, going for the kind of splat rollout. Left it a little high. Vargas was able to stay in the rally and ultimately got the side out.
Yeah.
We had a little kind of drama in the first game with some appeals and some decisions. They've settled down now, and they're just playing.
Playing, yes. I mean, they were pretty close to if they didn't use, they were pretty close to using all 3 appeals, plus the ones that got overturned.
Smart shot, Longoria, back down the right side. Great effort from Vargas to stay in it with that diving get, but Longoria too smart.
Short serve again. To me, this is a high number of short serves for Longoria. I feel like she's a higher percentage consistent with getting that first serve in. Okay, just great court coverage by Vargas.
Oh,
She got it. Diving get.
Wow, did she
it's
really?
Back up, yeah.
But that's too good from Longoria. Let's take another look at that replay. That was incredible from Vargas. Look at that get to stay alive in that point. But Longoria says, great effort, but I'm still going to win this point.
Yeah, just a quick shout out to a few more sponsors, local sponsors who made this event possible. LPL Financial, Budget Boats, Gardis Security, Robert Reed, Avalon Holland Cleaners, Wayne Toyne from Virginia, great player and a friend of mine, and also Bake Fresh. So thank you to all those local sponsors who supported the LPRT and coming to Virginia Beach.
So Longoria wins a point, 7 serving 6. She takes the lead. This has been quite a battle in game 2. We were about here in game 1, and then Longoria pulled away. But as you said, serving issues for Longoria in game 2 seems to be the difference.
Yeah, I just feel like she's usually more consistent than this. So she mixes that up there, allows Nick lob.
Oh my goodness, that's an
Vargas
unusual
gets
bounce.
a lucky bounce. I think Longoria's going to ask for that, well, depending on what happens. Oh, no, she's not. I think she had her hand up for a court hinder on that light. Could hear it hit kind of funny.
Well, here's Vargas having a conversation with Caller Squadry. I think she's asking about her glove. Too good from Vargas.
6-8.
Watch how she steps into this. That's full power.
Yeah, she is a powerful player. Again, she and Samantha Salas full on intensity from the time they step on the court. They're both, I mean, a lot of fun to watch. Quick side out for Longoria.
8-6.
Still 8 serving 6. You know, I mentioned all our local sponsors. If you have any interest in supporting the tour in other ways, we have a lot of sponsorship opportunities. We have some creative ways to be a part of the tour and support the tour and these amazing players. You can reach out to me at tj@lprtour.com. It's also a good way to get the tour to your neighborhood. Vargas serving again here, 6-8 to Longoria.
Well, Vargas has tried to go down the right side a few times in this second game,
8-6.
and it's not been very successful. She started the first game, if you remember, with that kind of low Z to the right side that got an ace.
And she hasn't hit it since.
Well,
I
I
don't
think when she hit herself with that Z, that's what she was trying to do, and she hasn't gone back to it since. There's an example of a second serve because Vargas had her racket raised, indicating she wasn't ready. We had some discussions about that in doubles last night, in a little bit of controversy, but that's a clear indication I am not ready to play, and the server has to check the receiver before they serve.
I mean, they have server and receiver has 10 seconds to be ready. So again, that's sometimes a strategy by the players as well. For a player who likes to play really fast or serve really fast, quickly, and doesn't like to wait, sometimes a player hold their racket up just to slow their opponent down.
We've kind of reached I feel like the critical point in this game. Vargas has had multiple opportunities to score points. She's been serving down the right. It hasn't been working. She goes to the left. What happens?
It's an ace.
It's an ace. Last time she did this, she hit it short, but she gets it right this time. But there's that sidewall bounce that is different.
Or something.
8-7.
I think it just, the glass is a different speed to the cement, and so it changes the bounce, and it just caught Vargas a little bit unprepared for it.
That was a skip there by Longoria, 7 serving 8.
So 2 skips so far in the second game by my count, 3 in the first. I think Vargas wants a short serve. Wow. No, so they want a wet ball.
Well, I don't know if they want it. Now
Well,
Vargas definitely does not want a wet ball.
That's true, but no appeal. I mean, you heard her clearly on the microphone, wet ball, but no appeal. She's really getting this serve in now, Vargas. But she didn't put it away. So here's Longoria asking, do I have timeouts? She does. She has one more remaining. That's the correct way to find out. You can't take a timeout when you don't have one available.
Yes.
You have to ask. She did. She takes a timeout. It's turning into a really, really good second game.
Yes. So players will take a little break. Let's do the same here. We'll be back in just a minute.
We're back in. 8-8 is the scoreline. It was 7 serving 8 Vargas in game 1, and then all of a sudden Longoria took over with a lot of 3-shot rallies. Let's see if she can do the same here.
Yeah, this is I feel like this is already a better game than game 1. Both players are in it. It's much tighter, much closer. They're not so concerned about all those calls by the referee. They're, like you said, they're just playing. It's more fun to watch. Crack shot on that left
thought
side
Longoria
wall.
was going to get it.
Well, I think she was just surprised too. It took a funny bounce.
We've said that a lot about down this left side this weekend. Ooh, this one is close.
Referee calls short serve. Second serve coming up for Vargas.
Great shot.
9-8.
Vargas is okay with that second serve call after that. Takes the lead, 9 serving 8.
Ace serve.
Wow.
That's tough.
10-8.
You know, that's a good way for Vargas to keep that pressure on, just banging those drive serves.
But here's the deal. If you get that wrong, it's coming right into the middle. Longoria won't like this.
I was just going to say the same thing.
But I think she knows. Doesn't argue it. Yeah,
All
if
right.
you get that crack serve wrong, it comes into the middle and you're looking at an avoidable hinder. Too good that time from Longoria.
8-10.
Longoria serving here at 8-10 in game 2. Thank you all for joining us here today on this Sunday afternoon in Virginia Beach. Oh, big skip.
Wow. Deep breath from Longoria. That's very unusual for her to hit not just a skip, but a skip that obvious. Excellent from Vargas. Longoria went cross court. It started with a good serve, and she controlled it down the left side. 11-8. No timeouts available for Longoria. She has to stay on this court now.
Oh, that That's
Vargas.
so tough. She went for it.
I'm glad she's okay. That could have been bad, and she would give everything on the court.
Yes.
She always does.
Yes.
Eight 11.
Power from Vargas.
I like
Great
that
shot.
wraparound shot like that.
And you saw the fist pump from Vargas.
Yeah.
This match for her is going to be down to her serve. If she gets that serve in, if she gets it in well, she has lots of opportunities to win points.
Another ace. She cracked that out on the side wall.
12-8.
To me, Tim, there are a handful of people who are at this point in time capable of beating Longoria. To me, Vargas is one of those players.
Oh my gosh. Flick of the wrist. What hands from Vargas.
13-8.
Just instinct. Another ace serve. Oh, it's called short.
Oh. Let's see if she appeals this one.
Maybe short. It was really close. Let's take another look. Yep, just short. Good call from our official. Vargas will want to replay, but she's not going to appeal this.
I'm not sure about that one.
She has a discussion with her coach. Should I appeal? She's asking how many appeals. She's having a debate. She decides no. Oh my gosh.
She's an overhead into the opposite corner from 39 feet by Vargas. That's a risky shot.
Yeah, but she's feeling it.
Yeah,
she's in the zone right now.
confident.
She's playing well, and she feels like she can take this game. 13 serving 8, 2 points away from a tiebreaker.
That one comes up short.
Skip ball, Vargas. That's all she had to do. She does it again just to show it.
This is where Longoria, again, the experience, she's been here in these positions so many times. I mean, you don't get 99 professional wins for not being able to overcome a deficit like this. She's down 13-8.
I agree, and as the saying goes, usually the last couple points are the hardest to win.
Oh, yes.
There's no difference between them except the mental battle of you're almost there.
Yes.
What an exciting match.
Wow, good gets by Vargas.
Oh, that's
Wow.
terrific from
Amazing
Longoria.
shot from the. So that serve was
10-13.
not a long serve.
I don't think so, no. It just landed short.
Okay,
It was
I
almost,
thought I heard it hit the glass back here.
I think it bounced, hit. I don't know. I mean, we're
Yeah,
obscured.
I can't really see it. It just sounded like.
So timeout on the court taken by Vargas. I like the timeout. Longoria's had a couple points now. She's found her rhythm again, and this match has come down to serving. You saw what a great serve Longoria hit with that jam, gave her the advantage. And so we're going to see. This is it. Is Longoria going to win 5 points, take her 100th title, or is Vargas going to win the next two and say, hey, you know what? Let's play 11 more.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, Doesn't everybody want a tiebreaker? I mean, this is
For
a
the
great
fans, for
match.
those of us watching, let's do it. Let's
Yeah.
see it. It's exciting. Of course, for Longoria's camp, no, let's get this over
Yeah,
with.
they-
I can't
yes.
watch anymore. And that's what makes sports so dramatic and so
Yes,
fun to watch.
That's why we love them.
Well, one of the comments I just overheard was, I wish I could hit like that.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of players and fans who've come to Virginia Beach and seen these ladies play for the first time, I've seen some mouths open. Just, oh my gosh.
Yes.
These ladies are so good.
Yes. They sure do make it look easy, but I mean, talk about consistency and hard work to get to this point where they are today.
So Vargas needs a side out. When she's in the box, she's been earning points. It's all about the return of serve right now for her. Two powerful forehands.
Oh.
And a big skip from Longoria.
Yeah, I think that just got caught up on the side wall. She may have tried to do too much with it. Again, all weekend we've had some pretty funny bounces out of both back corners. On this right corner, you have the wall that has a totally different bounce than the glass.
Should be a replay is the right call here. Let's take another look. I thought Vargas was clear, but
Yeah, I thought so too, but
She's appealing for an avoidable.
Okay.
I called a replay. She's appealing for an avoidable.
so both line judges agree.
yeah, I also thought she had space. I mean, sometimes it's hard to tell when you're playing. Everything happens so fast. You feel like the player's a little closer than they are.
So Longoria loses the first of her 3 appeals. That would have been a safety holdup. Longoria didn't swing for fear of hitting Vargas, and the referee adjudged that that was not an avoidable hinder.
Yeah, I feel like Vargas had an opportunity or two in that last rally.
Just sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say that she let go and set up. I mean, talk about the pressure that playing a #1 player as good as Paola Longoria puts on a player, that when they get those setups to make it a perfect shot.
Indeed, and I have to say, Vargas is playing superbly right now. And we saw her do this in Bolivia when we went down to Bolivia earlier this year and saw her. She played it extremely well on very fast courts and is playing extremely well right now.
Yes. Oh, that's tough.
Flat winner.
I thought that was gonna be an ace serve. It was caught on that wall over there. The other thing too, we should mention a big difference here versus Bolivia. We're at sea level right now. Bolivia was pretty high altitude.
So, no call.
Vargas is gonna ask for either she's asking for a screen or short serve.
I love Vargas's expression when she appeals.
She's appealing for a screen.
So both line judges overrule it.
Yeah, overturn call. It's tough for the referee from the right side of the court to call a screen on the left side like that. That's why we have line judges.
Smart fist pump from Longoria.
She could have waited on it. She didn't. She went for it. Cut it off. Caught Vargas in the back there.
One of the things I think is undervalued in Longoria's skill set is her anticipation. She knew each time that Vargas took her shot where Vargas was going to hit. But an interesting strategy, switching to a lob serve here. It worked. 3-shot rally. Point. Longoria's family now over to our left, standing up, watching on, cheering. That's terrific. Inch perfect from Longoria.
12-13.
12-13. Well, you hear Vargas.
pumped.
She is fired
She
up.
does not want this game to get away from her. She's pumped.
What a
She's
match.
fighting hard. I look at that and I just know that when you're playing like that and you yell, it's just so exhausting.
Longoria. Smart. Now it's Longoria fist pumping straight down the line. She goes on the backhand. Vargas looking for the pinch. Deep breath from Vargas. Now it's Vargas who goes down the left side.
13-12.
Now it's Longoria who takes the deep breath. Short serve.
This would be a really awful time to double fault. Just saying.
This is a good serve. Kicked out off the back wall though. Oh my goodness.
We hear the crowd.
14-12.
You just caught Longoria pushing her hands towards the floor, telling herself to calm down. That was a high-risk shot.
Yes, and now we have game point for Maria Jose Vargas. Oh, skip ball. We are going tiebreaker. Tiebreaker here at LPRT by the beach. We'll take a little rest and recover from that game. We'll be back here in 2 minutes.
I'm Holly Scott, I'm 20 years old, and I'm from Seattle, Washington. I've been playing racquetball for about 15 years. My dad started because I didn't like the daycare at the gym, so I was very bored and I needed to go play racquetball. It's my calling. I love the LPRT. I get to travel, meet new people, work on my Spanish, and it's just a great experience and everyone should experience it. Reaching your dream foundation is really important to me because it helps me travel, to get experience, to do better. In racquetball and in life, they teach you to do things professionally, on and off the court. My goal is to be #1. Obviously, same with everybody. It's difficult, but with their help, I can work for it every single tournament and get better. Donations are greatly appreciated, no matter how big or small. It helps players like me reach our dream.
Welcome back, everybody. Tim Baghurst, TJ Bamba, joining you for what has turned out to be some match. Number 1, Paola Longoria, seeking her 100th title, taking on the 3 seed, Maria Jose Vargas, Mexico, USA. It's turned into a battle. If you're just joining us, Longoria won the first, 15-7. Vargas was serving at 7, serving 8, and then Longoria just raced away with game 1. Had the lead in game 2, but Vargas pulled it back, gained a lead. Longoria started to pull back. Vargas took a timeout, came in. 2 big skips from Longoria at the end gave Vargas the game. So here we go. Longoria can serve. She has the most total points, 27, compared to 22 by Vargas.
Boy, this is exciting. I mean, what a great match. We don't want it to be over yet. So happy to see a tiebreaker. Whatever the outcome, happy to see a tiebreaker. Let's watch some more of these great players
It's
play.
exciting. It's dramatic. It's what we love about sports. So here we go. I think this is it's a big moment for both players. Longoria, obviously, we've talked about this. This could be her 100th title, a huge achievement for her. But for Vargas as well, an opportunity, as we talked about at the beginning of the match, to challenge the top 2 on the LPRT.
Right.
She's consistently been 3.
But she is also a former number 2 ranked player. She was number 2 when she left the tour to have her daughter. I mean, to start a family, and after some time off and coming back, she has worked her way back up in the rankings pretty quickly, I might add, to number 3, a formidable number 2, obviously. I mean, Samantha Salas, Vargas, both competitors for that number 2 spot.
Yeah, a win here, I think, would be huge for her confidence.
I would agree with that.
Vargas wanted 2 bounces. It wasn't 2 bounces.
No, I don't think so either.
Just a little, maybe, disappointment in her own shot selections or decision making there. Longoria earns the first point. Longoria on the phone during that 2-minute break. I suspect with her coach.
Talk about the age of technology and how great it is. Her coach doesn't have to be present. A lot of these players have coaches who watch from home, and the players will take a timeout, come out, get on the phone, and talk to their coaches. I mean, it's just so great. It's a great opportunity for players to get that extra coaching that may not cost them the flight for their coach and the full weekend.
Well, I've talked about the importance of the serve from Vargas, and she's used it so effectively in this match, and she earned a point with an ace. It's 1 serving 1.
Longoria left the ball up. Missed opportunity again for Vargas. Yeah, I think that was a 2 bounce get.
Oh, I don't know. I thought Longoria might have got it.
Oh, see, I thought it was 2 bounces.
2-1.
She will appeal this, Longoria.
I thought it was 2 bounces. She's appealing that she got it. I thought it was 2 bounces. She's appealing that she got it.
So call is overturned. So it should be a replay. Yeah, I thought she got it too.
Okay, it just goes to show varied vantage points.
Look at the serve. We saw it the first serve of the match by Vargas.
And
Z serve to the right
side. She had
side.
an ace on it then too. I think the success of that serve comes when you throw it in like unexpectedly. You're not hitting it 4 times in a row. It's you drive down left or right and then throw that Z in, that hard, sharp Z.
So we've had 2 aces and 1 skip ball return from Longoria. That's why Vargas leads. Smart shot from Vargas. Longoria is going to take a timeout. It's 4-1. It's not the start she wanted.
No, but you know what? At this level, anything can happen. I've seen players down 10-0 and come back and win a tiebreaker. So I never count a player out.
And we've talked about the experience of Longoria. She's been here, she's done it, she's come back from deficits.
She has 99 professional wins. I mean, quite honestly, she's been there, done that.
And I really like this timeout. I think it's a good timeout because she doesn't have the momentum right now. Vargas is still playing extremely well.
Right. Right. I can't imagine there's any scenario that Longoria hasn't been through at this point.
We should also mention, we should also mention that after the match, we'll interview the winner and we'll talk about this match and find out what happened.
We'll talk to both players. Whoever wins, we'll talk to both players. And actually, following this match, we've got these 2 facing off again in pro doubles. Paola Longoria and Samantha Salas will play against Maria Jose Vargas and her partner, Natalia Mendez. So a lot of great racquetball left today. I believe the referee called short serve.
Yeah, Vargas was going for that Z serve again.
It's a tough Nick Lob serve.
Set up. Players hitting the ball down the middle, and you have to feel like some nerves and tension are coming into this match.
5-1.
They weren't doing that in the first game. They weren't doing that in the second game. Now all of a sudden, a little bit of pressure. A lot of pressure.
Yes.
Wow.
He served that. Man.
6-1.
Just a bullet from Vargas.
Vargas playing so very well. Screen serve called. I think both players asking for that screen.
Ooh.
Avoidable.
Vargas could appeal this.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'd have to see a replay on that one. Oh, so you all saw it. I didn't get to see it. I almost thought Longoria was going to the right side, which meant the straight in and cross court would have been to the left side. That's my only thought, why that may not have been a penalty hinder.
Wow, that's too good from Longoria. Really, really great footwork to get in position to hit that ball. Yeah, each player has 3 appeals. Vargas could have used one on that call, but she didn't.
This is a great tiebreaker. If you haven't done it yet, go ahead and share this match on your feed. Like and share. This may be a history-making point, or may not. Maybe an upset. So exciting match, exciting moment for racquetball either way.
Cagey defense from both players. Oh, Longoria with the crack. You saw it. Kiss out on the right side. 3 serving 6.
Vargas asking for a short serve. Good pickup. See what happens in this rally. She's not going to appeal that, although Paola Longoria could appeal her own serve.
Yeah, and this is what she's asking her mom. She's asking her mom, was it a good serve or short?
So she is going to appeal. I couldn't tell from my view.
I thought the serve was good. She's appealing that it was short.
Well, one agrees, one
One
disagrees.
disagrees. Okay. It's tough to
Look-
see. I mean, it could have went either way from my angle.
Yeah, and the one on the left side probably has a harder view seeing this as the right side. We're talking about the line judges. But lost appeal.
Yeah.
Smart from Vargas. She checked. She almost
You
started
know
that
what?
serve.
Both of these players are guilty of doing that in the
Yeah.
past. They're so ready to, just so focused on the match, sometimes they forget to check. Pinch from Paola for a side out. 3 serving 6. This game is to 11. This tiebreaker's to 11. Win by 1.
Excellent serve. Set up. Skip ball.
6-3.
Longoria just took a deep breath in the back. Just, okay, let it go. Focus on the next point. Oh
Wow.
my
Fist pump
goodness.
for Vargas.
That was tough.
Yeah.
Sliding on the left glass wall is all she could do, and she did it perfectly.
7 serving 3.
Eight
Ace.
serving
Jeez.
3. Wow.
And you know what? Longoria just shrugged, like, you know what? Nothing you can do with that.
So Longoria is going to take her second and final timeout. Again, I like the timeout. She had the timeout earlier. You know, got back into it, got a couple points, but this serving from Vargas has been exceptional today.
Yeah.
You too. Where you going?
Well, we want to say thank you to everybody who's sponsored this event. It's been an amazing event. We've had so much fun here, and there's been so much great competition, and you're watching the very best right now.
Yes, and a unique event too. This is it's a YMCA here in Chesapeake with 5 glass back wall courts, and the championship court you're watching now. And also, if you go out the back door, it has 2 outdoor courts, very nice outdoor courts by the wall, short wall, 3 wall courts. So some of the players yesterday afternoon got to go out. Once they were out of the pro division, they went out and played outdoor.
Yes, we want to thank especially Malia Bailey, the Hall of Famer who participated in the pro division and is running this tournament. And she's done an amazing job here, and we want to say thank you to her.
How neat was that to see yesterday Malia playing with Carla Munoz, who Alexandra couldn't make it here this weekend. Alexandra Herrera and Carla were supposed to play together. Malia stepped in. Carla and Malia played doubles on this court yesterday afternoon, followed by Kalani Bailey Lawrence, Malia's daughter, stepped on the court right after that. I mean, how cool is that? 2 mother-daughter playing in the same pro event.
Another point. We'll have an appeal.
Longoria is going to appeal that short serve was short.
Oh no, excuse me, a hinder. So I think that's Longoria's last appeal.
I thought she said short serve. I thought she said appeal the serve. Okay.
Another great serve. Not that time, Vargas. It was close. Yeah, you can see her.
Yeah, and here's where I would say I've seen Vargas get better at this. Here's where if Paola scores a point or 2, Vargas has to really stay mentally focused on this game. Because I've seen Vargas get frustrated and give points away because she's not focused. That's a great return, though. I mean,
I like how she took that early. Just ripped that down the right side. Again, that instinct. There's no thought in that. It's just hit the ball.
Short serve. Vargas going for the ace. Keeping the pressure on. Again, not a good time for a double fault. I only say that because both players have done that this match.
Smart.
So smart. So smooth.
3-9.
Vargas still keeping her energy level up.
Excellent serve.
Good get by Vargas. Oh, that's tough.
Set up for Vargas. She takes it.
She crushes
Look at
it.
that fist pump.
Just crushes that ball.
9-3.
Vargas back in at 9, serving 3 to Paola Longoria. Again, this tiebreaker is to 11 points, win by 1.
What a get.
Jeez. Oh!
So unlucky.
That was such a great get. She just could not get up and get out of the way of the ball.
There's an example of her athleticism, but just trying to scramble out of the way.
You know what? And even if the ball hadn't hit her, she was still on the floor and in direct line of the shot, so it still would have been a penalty hinder. Great effort by Vargas. Again, another reason why she's one of the fan favorites. Just so enjoyable to watch. So athletic.
And also a great person off the court.
Yeah,
She's
yes.
always willing to
Yes.
smile and have a conversation with a fan.
Yes.
All of these players really are just so much fun. And if you can be at an LPRT stop, make the trip and come meet these ladies in person. They truly are.
They're good people. They're just amazing athletes and just good people. That I thought was pretty short.
So we'll have an appeal.
I thought it was a good serve.
So second serve coming up.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty short. I mean, a couple inches short.
3-9.
But that appeal is not used against Vargas, because it was overturned.
Excellent serve from Longoria.
Ooh.
Vargas goes right. Longoria hits the pinch left.
4-9.
4 serving 9. Another short serve, Longoria.
I couldn't see it. Vargas was in.
It was well short.
My viewing. Vargas is keeping her racket up to slow Longoria down. It's another tough serve. Set up for Longoria.
Wow.
I love Vargas's intensity. And here, Longoria, now she's really focused here in these second 2 games. Longoria's just calm, staying cool, just smooth, consistent. And Vargas is just fiery and intense.
What a shot that was. Vargas needs to forget the scoreline. Focus on this serve. Wow, again, that's incredible.
Oh, gosh, from shoulder height too. She went for it. Match point for Maria Jose
Well, hold
Vargas.
on. I think we have an appeal, but I'm not sure why.
Are you asking an appeal? You have 1 left. Okay. Paola is appealing. She thought the serve was short. I thought it was good.
Say it one more time.
So line judges confirm the good serve. Longoria is now out of appeals, and it's match point serving 4 in favor of Vargas. Can she cause the upset? It's a setup. No, it's tough. Great get from Vargas. Oh my goodness, she's done it.
Oh my, what a win for Maria Jose Vargas. What an exciting match here at Virginia Beach. Stay tuned, we'll do a little live interview with these two players.
So we'll take a quick break, thank a sponsor, and we'll be back as TJ goes to interview these players. What a match. We'll be back in just a minute.
All right, Maria Jose Vargas. All I have to say is wow, what an amazing match for you. I believe that on tour that is your first win over Paola Longoria.
Yes, it's my first win over Paola Longoria in the tour. I am so happy. I say only thanks everybody in the club. Great player Paola. Congratulations. She is very hard. Is the most harder. Eh, Thank you, my family. And I see my husband is watching the game. And thank you him. And thank you my baby, and mom and pa. And thank you Mike Leach is watching. I know. Cliff and Carlos Cuadri and the Argentina people watching. And my coach Noé Rivera. Thank you. And my other coach Kevin Paz and Andres Manacho. And thank you, Head. No more. No more.
All right, don't cry, Maria, because you'll make me cry. All right. All right. I mean, you had some really incredible gets here. Some people may not know that you actually took some time off from playing the tour to start a family, and it's been a battle for you coming back and rising back up in the rankings. And here you are again. I mean, playing and winning on the tour again. I mean, what is it like now training off court to get ready for these matches? I mean, so many things have changed for you.
I think my baby is the most important people in my life and my husband. I think the family is give me the power to aim. Training all hour I have, maybe 6 hours per day. I want to win all the tournament. I enjoy the game now more than last all the years. I think now I am so happy, and let's go to train more, no? And let's go to the U.S. Open.
All right, congratulations again. We thoroughly enjoyed watching the match. I mean, you definitely left it all on the court and just played your heart out. So, congratulations to you, and congratulations. I mean, we know, Paolo, this wasn't the outcome that you wanted, but I mean, obviously 99 wins and counting. So you're a superstar too. So good for you too, Paolo Longoria. All right.
Yeah, she's a very, very good players. She have all titles. Congratulations, her. No?
All
Thank
right.
you, Tia.
All right, and our next stop, we'll see these players again at the U.S. Open. Next up, pro doubles.
So, pro doubles coming up right after this. Vargas, Longoria back on the court. So, we're going to let them warm up. We'll let Mendez and, of course, Salas warm up as well. There's some photos to be taken, of course. There you can see Malia Bailey, tournament director. We thank her so much for putting on this tournament. So, we'll turn off the feed. We'll allow players to get ready for that doubles match, and we'll be right back for it. We hope you stay with us.